Mm-hmm. I see. Well, I guess no news is good news. Much obliged to you, sir. Well, there weren't any accidents reported yesterday either. That takes care of all the cab companies in Port Charles.
Well, did you inquire about the cabs coming back from the airport?
Yes, I did, about to and from the airport. Didn't you hear me?
No, I'm sorry. My mind was wandering. I was wondering what has happened to Jennifer.
Good. Jennifer have decided to travel on a different plane with a different name, or maybe got there late and missed her plane, or flew standby under a different name.
Now, does that sound like Jennifer?
Jennifer did not sound like herself when I was with her in Port Charles recently. I mean, she was acting very peculiar.
Oh, nonsense. Jennifer is sharper than all of us put together.
I know what I saw.
Well, then you saw wrong, because Jennifer knows what to do every step of the way. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Terry and see if she knows where she might be.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. It'll only make Terry anxious. She'll shoot off her mouth, and Anna Devane will find out about Jennifer not showing up here.
What about dealing with Kevin? Now, he's far less emotional than Terry, and he's far more responsible.
What do you mean, more responsible? Terry is trustworthy. She's been cleared of the murder.
What the hell are you implying? That Kevin had anything to do with that murder?
Ted, how could you even think such a thing?
I am not thinking and I am not implying anything. But someone committed those murders, and Jennifer knows who.
Tuesday.
So, Sam, what alibi have you dreamed up to tell your family of your whereabouts for the next 2 days?
Either I've gone on a religious retreat, or I won a free winter holiday in Syracuse.
Well, they both sound real logical to me. Tell your brothers you're going skiing. Then you'll have to bring your skis along with your gear.
I can't take my skis on maneuvers.
Why not? Hell, we'll burn them for firewood.
Wait a minute.
All right. Attention. One last piece of news. The partners that perform well in this exercise will be given a bonus. You'll get the day off.
Oh, excuse me, sir. We're performing as a team?
Day and night. All right, class, dismissed.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask for a special request. I'd like to be assigned a different partner for the duration of the survival course, if I could.
Why?
Personal reasons, sir.
Come on, spell it out.
F-I-A-N-C.
Don't you be a wise guy, Andrew.
I'm not, sir. Listen, the lady I'm engaged to, she's not going to take it very lightly that I'm spending 2 days and 2 nights in a sleeping bag with Sam.
Look, Jones, you explain to your fiancé that this is the police force of the 80s.
Sir, you see, I've been through that drill, okay? She's having a little trouble accepting it, sir.
That's tough. Besides, she's not even supposed to know what you're doing tomorrow. You heard what I just said before.
Oh, I did, sir. I'm just looking ahead a little bit, and I'm sure that the truth will come out eventually.
Just make sure that it's later.
Excuse me, sir. Are you denying my request?
Yes, I am. Your partner's with Sam.
Well, I bet you can't wait for tomorrow night.
What is that supposed to mean?
I was just thinking of all those hours you and Frisco will be saving your body heat together.
Better smarten up, Eric. My relationship with Frisco is purely professional.
Yeah, well, I guess that depends on what you mean by professional.
What do you think this is, some police force in a stick? Where they make up the rules as they go along? Come on.
Well, I'm going to try Terry's apartment again.
We are wasting time. I think we ought to call a meeting of the Board of Directors of Purity Water immediately.
Oh, there's nothing like spreading the panic.
I believe that the sheriff is right this time. I mean, I just don't think we ought to jump the gun.
You know, there's one thing to consider. Just maybe, Jennifer hired a car or took the bus to take the trip to Laurelton.
Why would she do that?
Self-preservation. Maybe the murderer was onto her, and she knew about it. So she had to change her travel plan.
No, I don't think that's the answer, Sheriff. If Jennifer had to change her plans, she would have called me and told me about it.
Mm-hmm. If she had the time.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll call Bobby Spencer's number and see if she knows maybe where Terry can be located.
You know, one thing for sure is Mother was always too unhappy to really give me any attention, and Daddy really never felt like he felt in, like he felt he fit in with the family. So Grandmother was there for me. She kind of spoiled me a little too much, probably.
She protected you, is that a word?
Well, she wanted what was best for me. I know it's hard for you to believe that, Bobby.
Well, I'll admit that I had Jennifer all wrong at first. We get along fine now.
I'm really happy to hear that.
I think that one mother figure is enough for anybody to handle. Unfortunately, you're stuck with two, girl.
Yeah. Well, you're just as important to me now as Grandmother was when I was growing up. I mean it. She's still important to me, you know, except now it just seems like our roles have been reversed. She used to worry about me a lot, and now I'm really worrying about her. I just wish she would call.
I know something to take your mind off all this.
Well, what?
Why don't you help me type a few papers? You're still on a payroll, you know, young lady.
That's right, I really haven't been helping you much lately, huh?
Well, we're going to get you right back on the schedule right now. What do you say, huh? You ready for some work?
Yes, boss.
Let's go.
That would be great.
We'll see you later. We've got work to do.
I'll get it. Hello.
Oh, hello, Bobby. This is Ted. I was trying to reach Terry.
Ted, hold on a minute, please. She's right here. Ted home.
Ted?
Well, how's it going, Terry? Have you heard from your grandmother?
No. I was about to ask you the same thing. She's in Laurelton, isn't she?
Well, as a matter of fact, I haven't heard from her. She didn't arrive on that flight yesterday.
What? She never got there? What happened to her, Ted?
Well, now, there's nothing to get Terry, just calm down.
Oh, my God!
Terry, look, now, there's an explanation, I'm sure. I mean...
Ted?
Terry.
Hello, Ted.
Come on.
Hi, it's Bobby.
Come on.
Ted? Hang up on me.
Come on.
Come on, we'll find her. Don't worry.
If this was Laurelton, Grandmother would have a full schedule, something going on every day.
Right.
Oh, Kevin, I'm glad to see you.
What? We thought there were prowlers up here. What are you doing?
Listen, Ted called from Laurelton. Grandmother never showed up.
We're looking for a clue or some kind of a lead.
Meaning what? I mean, what do you expect to find up here?
Well, Patrick, if we knew that, it would be very simple. But the answer is that we don't. We're looking for something to steer us to where Jennifer might have gone.
Meaning that if you two fellas want to help out, it would go that much quicker. Patrick, why don't you take a look in the newspaper, see if she circled anything or cut anything out.
How old is this paper?
Sunday. There's a travel section in there, New York theater, restaurants, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh, let's go check out the desk, okay?
Oh, if you find any canceled checks, I want to look them over. There might be some clues there.
Hey, this
All right.
is starting to sound like a serious investigation.
Well, we're not trying to exaggerate the situation, but I think it would be helpful if we could find some answers to where she went. It'd help both Terry and all of us.
Listen, if you've got something else to do, I mean, go ahead. It doesn't take much to search one room.
No, I don't, Vince. I'm glad to help.
Okay.
I should think so. What is that supposed to mean? Well, take it easy, will you? You're the last one who saw Jennifer. I just meant that you, of all people, should be interested in what happened to her. You're right, I am. Well, then we don't have to have an argument about it, do we?
All right, listen, we're not getting anywhere, and I'm not finding anything.
Terry, you want to help me go through this? It's a catch-all, and it looks like there's receipts and phone numbers in here.
Why don't you let me go through that? Why don't you two look in her closet? Maybe she put something in her pockets.
All right.
I'll help. Oh. Here's something. Some mail she looks like she's been saving.
Boy, talk about an invasion of privacy. Listen, if I ever think about skipping town, I'm going to burn all my love letters, I assure you.
Don't you think the situation calls for this?
Wait a minute. Look what I found. It is an invitation to Jennifer's class reunion. It's a 2-day event scheduled to start today.
Terry, this could be it. Of course, I forgot. She mentioned something about a reunion, but she toyed with the idea that she dropped it. I think so.
Why don't we call this chairperson, Miss Ferguson?
Ferguson?
Yeah, she's got her number right here, RSVP.
You know something? You know how you should feel?
How?
Feel complimented that I even told you about these maneuvers.
Complimented?
Yes.
You mean you would go away for 2 days and you wouldn't even tell me?
But I did tell you.
Oh, so I should be grateful.
Honey, don't you see that I trust you enough to tell you about these maneuvers?
Okay, tell me more.
Well, I can't talk about them, honey.
I know, but I want to know about the maneuvers. I mean, the purpose.
It's to make you crazy with jealousy and miss me.
Frisco.
No, I shouldn't have even brought this up. I mean, look
Well,
at
then
you.
why did you?
Because I thought you might think it would be a little strange if I didn't show up for 48 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Well, so can you relax about this? I mean, can you get over it? Can you relax? Look at me. I'm relaxed. Can you?
Well, I don't know. You appear to be a little guilty about the whole thing.
Guilty? Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? I mean, what do I have to be guilty about? Huh? Hot in here.
Samantha going with you?
Well, yeah, she's my partner. She has to go.
In sleeping bags, too? Oh, boy, that's really cozy. What are they issuing? Double-sized sleeping bags or king-size sleeping bags?
Felicia.
If this is the way it is for the Police Academy of the 80s, you can have it. I've had enough.
Honey, look, it's the luck of the draw. Since day one in this police academy, she needed a partner. They picked me. Now, I don't know why. They just picked me. It was my chance.
Oh, how lucky can you get?
I look at her as another cop. That's what she is, just another cop.
Oh, well, what am I supposed to do? Just sit around like some beautiful maiden into the Middle Ages weaving flowers through her long, beautiful hair while her husband-to-be goes off on some crusade with what's her name? Guinevere,
Lewis
right?
insists that the teams stay the same. That's his decision.
Why?
I don't know why. That's his decision. Now, wait a minute.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. We have to get changed to go to Anna's little party, all right?
Felicia.
No.
Listen to me.
No, I... Hi, you two. Listen, why don't you join us for dinner here? We're going to have potluck here at Bobby's, and she's going to make dessert.
Yeah, and the wine's on me. We've been invited to Anna's, thanks. Oh, another command performance from the chief.
No, it's a command performance from Robin. She's having her godfathers over for dinner.
Fringe benefits. No.
Frisco has more fringe benefits than anybody I know, even at the police academy.
She exaggerates.
Oh, I forgot to buy lettuce. Does anybody have a spare head of lettuce? I want to make salad for everybody. You're invited if you want to join us.
We'll take a rain check.
Bobby, I've got lettuce.
Great. Will you get it for me?
I'll get it. Okay, why don't you hold this? I'm going to call Seth home. He's probably home by now.
Good idea. He'll probably sleep better if he knows what we know.
We missed something?
Actually, yeah, we had a little problem with Jennifer today.
What happened?
Well, nothing happened, actually.
No, actually, we had quite a scare, but it's okay now.
Well, what happened?
Why don't you come on over and I'll tell you the whole story.
Seth still isn't in.
What happened was we thought Jennifer was missing because she never showed up in Laurelton when she was supposed to.
Yeah, and I took her to the airport myself.
But to make a long story short, we finally figured out where she went. And
Okay.
she stopped off to see her college reunion friend.
Hello?
Sure. Frisco, for you.
I'm going upstairs to get changed.
Anybody feel like unpacking?
I think we should, yes.
I carry anything? You got it.
Hello.
Hi, I was trying to call you upstairs.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get me there.
Why? It's about maneuver tomorrow.
Wonderful. They would have found me dead, lying on the floor, strangled with the phone cord around my neck. Felicia's not being a real good sport about this work situation, let's say.
Yeah, well, I got problems of my own. I need your help.
What do you mean?
Well, I need to borrow some woolen underwear. Have you got an extra pair of long johns?
Underwear? You gotta be joking.
Frisco, we are going to be freezing out there at night. If you saw my underwear, you know exactly what I was talking about.
Sam, your underwear is your problem, okay? My problem is Felicia. Have you get the message?
Oh, she can't still be jealous. I don't believe that.
Well, believe it. I couldn't let you borrow a pair of socks right now.
Why don't you put on 2 sets of long johns tomorrow and give one to me?
Do me a favor, and let's not start up about this, all right? You have brothers. Why don't you ask them to lend you some underwear?
Oh, come on, Frisco.
Listen, you have a good evening, okay? See you tomorrow.